Okay, today, so it's the right time anyway. Do a little Nekopara video. Okay, since the game somewhat goes in twos, um, I'm gonna somewhat talk about the game in twos. Um, Anywho, first volume. Okay, I'd say volume. Really, really. I'm not gonna do extra volume zero and extra. I mean, they were super short. So we're gonna start with volume one. Um, First is our lovely at the start again. Our lovely two chocolate and vanilla. And personally, um, okay, personally, out of these two, um, I, out of these two, quite frank, personally, I I love vanilla. Um, the most, but say though altogether, uh, with okay, all together with chocolate vanilla, I'd say they're my second favorite, second favorite really. Um, Chocolate is the is our lovely ditzy girl. Vanilla is our lovely kundere. Silent, silent, loves to talk shit, and it is in it just really just really really looking after chocolate. Um, let's see. That let's say okay. In volume one, really, it was more like you meet them, then like okay, they're like the lovely tutorial girls. Though they're mostly the poster girls, but quite frank, they're the most enjoying. Um, Somewhat for me anyway. But uh, I have no idea what was to say. What more to say about them? Um, you all know. Okay, you all know how my feeling about vanilla. Let's let's do. Let me talk more about chocolate. Let's go. Yoink. Come on, this one. Okay, there we go. And see, they both mostly got style, quite frank. It's it's quite enjoying though. I mean, you're gonna have your two quite really somewhat matching really um matching two cat girls. Um, some people would consider them their favorite. I don't mind. I don't blame them. Quite frank, really. Um, though from quite frank, I'm just saying I don't have the 18 plus version. So I have to say though, what I like really about the whole Nekopara really as a whole, quite frank, is no matter what no matter what um they it okay. This is personally what I love about Steam somewhat, and what I hate about Steam is with Nekopara they have the 18 plus version that you can buy it, but I mean it's an option at least. You know, I don't understand though why Steam doesn't do this. More is hey, you want the 18 plus version, pay $10. I don't mind sitting there paying $10. I don't. I don't mind sitting there paying $10 if it's fair. If it, okay, I mean if it's fair and 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 Steam's willing to sit there and put it on a darn page, I don't mind. But at the same time, like, come on now. I mean, what it also seems like is, oh, you know, you know, you can put we can put you can put the 18 plus version on it there, but as long as you really what it really comes down to, really what I seem like it to me is it's money, quite frank, because okay, there are so many games that's been in the past and all that stuff that Steam's blocked and all that crap because it's too too lewd and all that crap. But like, as long as what it seems like is, as long as they get paid, $10, they probably don't care. But anyhow, I'm sorry. I'm the talking too much. But anyhow, personally, look, the lovely water outfits. Okay, the aquarium part was what I like also. Um, and the first one, uh, the cute the cute outfits when they went to the aquarium. But anywho, second volume. Which one? Hold up. Which I okay. I'm just gonna. I think it's okay. Now, volume two. Quite frank. Okay, volume two really is personally is what. Okay, for me. Okay, for me, volume two is the best one. Is the best one, and it's cause of coconut and Azuki. Personally, I know for sure Azuki, okay, I know for sure there's a lot of coconut lovers. There's particularly I know for sure there's a coconut lover. I think he's still around. I think he's still around, and I think for sure he's gonna pop up when he sees this video. You know who you are. You quite know who you are because I talked to you before. Um, but yeah, a particular person I know for sure loves coconut, which I don't blame him. I personally love coconut a lot too, cause well, mostly I love coconut because she's nice and tan. She's a lovely cat girl. She's got the head eyes, two sets of eyes. She's got massive um plot devices. Let's just say that she's got a nice, good, fluffy tail. Quite frank, that's also what I love. The nice big fluffiness of her tail. Hold up one second. Let me do something. Okay, perfect. I had to change it and for the and so I can get some nice goodness. Um, but anyhow, yeah, her light look just look how lovely this girl is. Oh man, the loveliness of her hair, just so lovely. That fluffy tail, the nice little legs, and boy, oh boy, she just activates, she just activates stuff inside you. But anywho, um, let's talk about the my quite frank um personally my favorite. Now this is gonna surprise a lot of people. Asuki. Asuki. Asuki really Asuki is my favorite. Now you first probably wonder why? Whoa, why Asuki? I don't, unbelievable. Now don't get me wrong. I love freaking coconut. I love me some coconut. But quite frank, Asuki. Okay, A- Asuki may be small. She's short and petite. But quite frank, I love the fact that she is that. I love the fact that she's that. She's feisty. She's rude. She's rude. She could be an asshole at times. And quite frank, I love it. Okay. Like she's like vanilla, but an upgrade. Quite frank. That's really what I love about Asuki. Though I mean she's the oldest, she's the oldest. Though it's quite funny because you wouldn't expect Asuki to be the oldest. You expect Coconut to be the oldest, but it's the small short short one's the oldest who has no filter. who has no filter at all. Um, though, though she doesn't got much of a tail, quite frank. Um, though you know, it's fine. As they say, the best things come in small packages. you know, but the reverse can be said. At the same time, the biggest packages can be can also have the best things. So it's there. It's back and forth. But anywho, um, that's personally what I just love about about really so far about Nekopara. Um, though in this volume two, um, it has its off. You know, one second. Okay, so it has its own really in volume two. But for me, it okay, for me it where it picks up. You know, uh, it you okay. The first two volumes, really, what I think really is is where you're gonna get your big laughs. Quite frank, out of all the four versions, especially in volume two, I think, because it's with Azuki. Though most people probably gonna find Azuki annoying and crap like that. Um, Coconut, I'll go. Coconut is a bit, sorry, computer. I'll go. Coconut is a bit ditzy, clumsy. Okay. She's like okay. She's like Coconut. I mean, no. She's like Chocolate, but she's okay. Both our two girls over here is like is upgrades really, or somewhat of downgrades of of our main two girls, Chocolate Vanilla. Um, some things are better plot, and some things are the same, you know. But anywho, really, this my two really okay. My my favorite um volume, quite frank, out of all of them, out of all four, um, and my best girl, Aski, really. Um, so although I have to say I have not again I've not brought the route I've not bought the 18 plus versions for any of them. Though I have to say I would recommend. Though I have to say if if I if I did if I did quite frank, hell, I mean it's only $10. It's only $10. Um, I I'd say I kind of might I kind of might go back and do it. But buy the 18 plus versions. I'd say out of all of them, I would probably buy Volume Two. Mostly, really, I'd say mostly because of Coconut, and a little bit because of Aski, and and probably the first volume, maybe, or I would probably buy them all. I don't know. I I might buy them all, but just to go through them and then probably do a separate. Then probably do an 18 plus version review. Huh? I should do that. But anyhow, if this if this gets like 10 10 likes or some shit like that, I might do that. But anywho, here's okay for volume three. Now I'd say volume three, quite frank, it's okay. It it's okay. I mean, plot wise and all that stuff, it's not really mostly my cup of tea. It was not really my cup of tea. It somewhat really wasn't. Though I mean, I liked okay. I liked the whole mostly as a whole, but it really it okay. It somewhat okay. It went like somewhat downhill for me. I don't know if I'm the only one who felt it, but it did. It did after choke okay after Oski and Coconut. It somewhat fizzled out for me. I mean, like the rest of the Catgirls was still there. It was still it was still the hype, but it was like, my favorite girls aren't really you know out there. But I mean, it's still they're still on the back burner. But at the same time, though, um, with Volume 3, it came with Maple and Cinnamon. Now, Cinnamon over here is, I'd say, I'd say the lewdest, the lewdest out of all the freaking cat girls. And she has no shame. She has no shame in it. Um, though I'd say though it's more. I well, it's 15 minutes. I'm in 16 minutes. So, okay, it's more Yuri. Let's just call it what it is. It's more sister loving Yuri over here. Um, and I'd say it's really the good stuff. If you want Yuri and sister loving, you're gonna get it with this volume. Maple is our little is our somewhat Sunsun, our somewhat Sunsun. She's somewhat like Aski, but the downgrade. Um, but to say though, she's Maple may act like a typical stereotypical rich girl, she's a little bit of Sunsun, but she has a little the little rich girl ish type trope that comes off with her. But it's not entirely that. She has it, but it's her own like a version of the rich girl symptom. Um, though it's not like the rest of them. Personally, I like it only because it fits it fits Maple. It fits her well, and she can pull it off. She can like if you play Volume 3, I think you'll know what I'm saying. I think you'll get it. Um, Now let's hold on. Let's go for more. See, okay. um, Maple and Cinnamon do they quite love each other. We know most know it. Well, we already know it. But anywho, Cinnamon is all right. Most okay, really okay. All really most of all Cinnamon's character is mostly um lewd, but but really I have to say, okay, if you take away the lewd from Cinnamon, she's smart. You'll be. I mean, I have to say she's okay. Okay, second to Azuki, I think Cinnamon's probably the smartest one of the cat girls. It's just the lewdness that she's got with her. Again, take away that lewdness, and she's up. I would think person I would think she's she's the smartest one, but Vanilla and Azuki are are probably maybe smarter than her, but I'm not quite sure. you know. Um. But anyhow, uh, let's see. What gonna talk? We got see. Again, look at how cute a Maple is. Though, let's say Maple's tail, quite frank, is not as bushy as Coconut's. Um, but I mean, she has um the quite okay assets, to be honest. But I mean, okay. I mean, if you want the assets and stuff like that, if you really want to go for the asset, let's say, I mean the plot. um, but coconut and cinnamon are quite frank the best ones, the best two to go for. Um, um, okay, okay. Between cinnamon and coconut, I think cinnamon beats coconut by a slight margin, and and that's really quite frank it. Though cinnamon's just really dilute, just dilute a lewd. Um, though I can see why people like their dynamic. Um, to really just look at this picture, really. Um, but anyway, I can see why people like their dynamic between maple and cinnamon. Um, though it's not mostly for me, quite frankly. I like it, but I mean, it's all right. But for the last one, and quite frank, um, again, uh, mostly, um, volume four. Now, volume four, quite frank, has Shigeri, a lovely, 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 lovely groomer. Now, I'm putting this in here, this part for reasons. Now, Shigeri grooms six of our lovely cat girls to smash our boy Casho over here. Now, and now I don't know why. Quite frank, I'm putting this part in. I'm just putting this in part. Really, just someone to troll, but someone to tell the truth. All right. Um, I'll go. If okay, it's not. Okay, it's hinted at. In all the previous volumes, She's been planning all this since the girls since she got all of them. Really, quite frank, since she got all of them. Um, since she born and raised them all up. So I mean, they was all gonna be our boys, our boys, s- harem any day. It's to replace her, since since she couldn't, since she can't really do it somewhat herself, somewhat legally any damn way, legally, legally. Now, I mean, though it hasn't stopped many anime visual novel protagonists before. Quite frank, I'm quite frank waiting for a volume after, so we can get the actual sister action going on. Quite frank, that's just me. That's just me. I'm sure everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you sick bastard," and all that shit. Personally, I don't mind. Personally, I don't mind. That personally, it's my personally. This is all. This is my cup of tea. All of this all four volumes is my cup of tea. Even, even probably with Shigure going for getting her turn at Cashew. That that quite frank is what I'm somewhat waiting for, because apparently there's a volume five, I think, or or I think, or okay, or I'm hearing they're doing the volume four, but after, and they're doing like the whole Shigure and Fierce. She's the pink haired girl that comes in volume four. Um uh we went back to France with Shigure. It doesn't say in volume four now. uh I'd say, okay. My only gripe about volume four really is the colors. Really is the colors. I mean, it's okay. Personally, I okay. Okay, personally, uh, first, okay, okay. I mean, it's the colors. That's really it. That's really it. I mean, well, okay, 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 okay. It's the colors, but at the same time, I've gotten used to the colors. Okay, okay, once you get used to them, the colors, quite frank, I don't think it bothers you. Personally, it bothered me at the start, but like once I got used to it a bit, I'm more okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Personally I prefer the older the older versions, the older ones. But I mean, if they're gonna keep it, I don't mind. It's not that bad. God, it could be freaking worse. But hey, it's not bad. You know, and at least they're still lovely looking and shit like that. They're still out mostly cute loving cat girls. But anywho, um, back to our grooming sister over here, our grooming sugar ray. Um, quite frank, um, I'm surprised people don't really call out on Shiguri's bullshit. Quite frank, more mostly, and, and quite frank, um, I haven't seen any videos well, mostly videos. Okay, I've seen one like that was like last year, I think it was. That was so that that put Shiguri's grooming into it into the video. I think it had like the own little section. Um, but I'm just mentioning it because, quite frank, quite frank of just of it. Cause like okay, I was thinking like early, like freaking early this morning or yesterday morning, last night or whatever. I was sort of thinking like, wait a minute, cause I was looking at the sit like, wait a minute. This girl has really somewhat legally groomed six cat girls. Well, six going on seven, quite frank, six going on seven. Into smashing her brother because she couldn't herself. though quite frank, she's though quite frank, it's somewhat excuse me, it's somewhat getting there in volume 4. Um, like that's where I think that's where they're redoing the plot for or ending for volume 4, just so they can have just so we can have that ending of all of the girl of all okay of all of the girls being smashed by Kashu, which quite frank, I'm glad for. I am quite frank. I'm glad just for that. Really, just for that. But anywho, I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna cut it here. Quite frank. Tell me, what? Okay, tell me, what do you all like about Nekopara? Who's your favorite cat girl? Who's your least favorite cat girl? Um, are you also a sister fluffer? Are you like waiting for that part as well? You know, are you pure or degenerate like me? Uh, also, who's your favorite pair out of the out of our three? Okay, I would say four pairing. Quite frank, um, cinnamon maple, uh, coconut, and Azuki, vanilla and chocolate, and fierce, the pink haired girl, and Shigure. So please tell me what's your your favorite pair and all that stuff. But anyway, if you don't mind putting a like on the video and all that stuff, um, uh, I, I hope I I hope I did Nekopara some good justice. I don't know, quite frank. I hope I did. Um, but you know, we'll hopefully we'll see. Anywho, though, just our lovely favorite my personally I love favorite chocolate vanilla. But anyhow, if you don't mind, please liking, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Yada yada yada. Um, let's see, what did help it do? I had to find a thumbnail. But anyhow, that's gonna be a task in itself. But anyhow, or let's make one. But I don't know if it's gonna be any good. But anyhow, I'm sorry, talking like a stupid person. Anyway, thank you all for coming, really, and I'll see you all later. What else? Please check out my other videos that should be popping up here. I have no idea. But anyhow, I'll see you all later.